Hi,
Hello. Hi there. My name's Naomi
I'm Vince.
Dispenza. Uh, we are co-hosts of the Medford Arts Center poetry gatherings. And don't look at me like that. You look at them. You look at them, please. Um, we are happy to invite you to join in our home, and thank you for welcoming us into your home. So from our hearth to your hearth, from our hearts to yours, we hope that you enjoy what we have put together and planned for this month's gathering. This is the first of several videos that will be posted onto the Medford Arts Center website, as well as YouTube, and later on perhaps on Facebook, the Medford Arts Center's Facebook page. So you can keep an eye out on those different sites for the rest of the videos. April showers bring May flowers. It all happens in good time. And if you are experienced in watching a few changes of season, you recognize with a certain degree of assurance that everything passes in time. For many of us, March and April have been challenging months. Many of us have been sequestered in our homes, unable to see our families and friends, except when you're married to your best friend, and living with a sense of uncertainty and noticing that we're experiencing a lot of new normals. The saying change is the only constant has never been truer. Every day we're hearing more updates on this virus. What seemed true yesterday is no longer valid, and the flux of it all is the only thing we can really rely upon. How are we dealing with this consistent transition? And many of you know that I often start our poetry gatherings talking about transition. Some of us are meditating and praying more. Some of us seek out humor, music, and arts to distract us or to bring us some joy. Some of us are cooking and baking and eating. That would be me. And drinking, which, well, anyway, there is comfort in some of these basic rituals. And then there are rituals that some of us are letting go of for now anyway, like showering. Just kidding. Or not. Our vanity is put aside for now, and those of us who are more evolved are able to harness our bodies, minds, and spirits, and are taking care of ourselves more than ever before because we have time to eat well, to hydrate, to exercise, to create, to make masks for others, and to assist others who are in need, volunteering, time, and money. We are calling our friends and relatives, and we are returning to kindness and compassion. As we move through these weeks, even time is a relative term. Time is dragging on for those whose graduations and celebrations have been denied them, while there is not enough time for those in the COVID units in the hospitals who are racing against the clock to save the person who's just arrived in the ER with breathing problems. Time is scattered for the teachers and parents who are learning and using technology to pull together lessons for their students, navigating how to best use their time. And then there are those who have tested positive for COVID-19 and are moving through each day with each symptom at home or in the hospital, where every moment in time that they get through is precious. Amidst all of the swirl of change in our inner worlds, there's an outside world which is quiet. Neighborhoods are serene. Nature's coming alive again. That's a juxtaposition. Images online show clear waterways. These gatherings, of course, are about poetry and how words can heal and help us to express what is happening in the world around us. April 17th was National Haiku Day, and for the past month, we've been blessed to receive haikus from folks who have been writing about their experiences of COVID-19 in their lives. They have been called VAIKUs, which are virus haikus, and we will share them with you in this session. You may see that many of our friends have been writing about these haikus, writing about experiencing what's happening in their lives, And you may find that collectively, many of us are sharing in that complex mix of emotions which have been percolating over the course of this pandemic. So you may relate to some of what you're hearing. There are appropriately a few special holidays worth noting in May. Of course, Mother's Day, May 11th. We send our love to moms and those whose moms are no longer with us, and those who are trying to take care of their moms at this point. We celebrate teachers on May 5th, National Teachers Day. I am sure that many parents that are watching are particularly appreciative of their children's teachers, with many parents staying at home with their kids. And on May 6th, we celebrate nurses. National Nurses Day is May 6th, and International Nurses Day is May 12th. And May 13th is School Nurses Day. I cannot think of a better time to thank our nurses and nurse professionals for their heroic and often unknown efforts at this time. Make sure you give a call to your family members on May 15th. It's International Day of the Family. And for those of us who are foodies, as you all know, I usually put out a spread at the Medford Arts Center. National Eat What You Want Day is coming up on May 11th. And if you're a fan of chocolate chip cookies, Chocolate Chip Cookie Day is sometime in May. I didn't write that down, but I know it's this month. So we'll have to get some cookies. And you can work it all off on National Bike to Work Day on May 15th. Of course, you may not be going to work, but you could take a spin around the block a few times. And then you can come home to a nice glass of wine, because National Wine Day takes place on May 25th, which is also Memorial Day. We could not manage to get through this without the care of our medical professionals, our EMTs, police, fire, emergency personnel, hospital workers, first responders, volunteers in all organizations, restaurants, restaurant workers, and delivery people. They are all vitally important to our health and our sanity. So Vince and I together would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of those who we don't even know, but who have made such an impact in our lives and in our world. And no matter what your religious affiliation is, the first Thursday of May is National Day of Prayer. And we are praying for everyone's safety, protection, and well-being, and especially for those who have transitioned to live with the angels. And now we are going to read the VAIKUs that have been sent in to us. Now, what I'll do is I'll read off who it was submitted by. These I will just use first names, but whoever is watching this, you will recognize that this may be yours. And thank you in advance for sending them in. This was submitted by Pat. Mutated haiku, VAIKU, sequestered state of mind. Oh, and I'm sorry, I should probably, just for those of you who don't know, a haiku typically has 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second, and 5 in the third. Loosely defined, because haiku has a lot of variations, but this is why you're hearing just a few lines for each poem.
A Poem and a Breath, also submitted by Pat. Zoom people, connected, protected, new world.
FaceTime, face kisses, cat in the hat.
Kisses in transit, hugs left on the doorstep. Amazon delivers.
No routine, inside out of myself. What day is it?
Gloved hands, masked face. Have we lost our senses?
Masked, smile missing, rainy day. These poems have been submitted by VAIKUs, have been submitted by Valerie. Sunday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday. What day is it? Oh, it's another day.
Social distancing, spiritual closeness, COVID-19 enlightenment, awakening.
Humans retreat in houses. Animals explore vacant cities. Who is the virus? This VAIKU was submitted by Sue. Tired cleaning, cooking too. Mind goes blank. How about you? This was submitted by a phantom poet. Jealous of the birds, huddled with friends eating snacks. They have it so good.
Clock chimes, afternoon. Unwashed, undressed, unkempt, day undone.
This VAIKU is submitted by Denise. Wretched quarantine. Eat, sleep, drink, pee, eat, drink more. Is it over yet?
This VAIKU is submitted by Jim. Newspapers piled up in front of the library. Should I open one?
This VAIKU is submitted by Rita. What can I do with no skill, no saving grace? Alas, a chocolate chip cookie.
This VAIKU was submitted by Pat. Passion for Palm Sunday, April 5th. Blessed Palm. Church bells silent. No passion. Empty parking lot.
This VAIKU is submitted by Joe. A quiet Friday. The love ever pouring out, still healing wounds.
This VAIKU was submitted by Rita. Good Friday silence. No playing outside, Mom warned. Think about Jesus.
This VAIKU is submitted by Joe. Walk in his footsteps. Mask, no matter. Just follow the leader.
This VAIKU was submitted by Rita for the full pink supermoon of April 7th. Pink moon shimmers pale, heavenly aloft, aloof, blind to the chaos.
These two VAIKUs were submitted by Sue in honor of Animals in Nature. Earth Day was on April 22nd. Not bothered with cares, cats always find perfect spots. I wish it was me.
Cats lounge in the sun, dogwoods bloom in gentle breeze. Rejuvenation.
These VAIKUs were submitted by Pat, and they are a tribute to Easter. Children giggle, bananas in the bunny basket. Where's the chocolate, Mom? Pink egg in the Easter grass, memories found.
And in celebration of National Banana Day on April 15th, Pat submitted Summer Crescent Moon, yellow, soft, appealing, banana.
Judy submitted this VAIKU. Chalked sidewalk messages, uplifting words, beauty and strength amidst corona.
This last VAIKU was submitted by Jeannie. Children laughing. 3-year-old. Says good morning, Grammy. A new normal and safe.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoy our sharing of words. And please do feel free to submit your poetry, your haiku, your VAIKU, your experience, your reflections, your writing to the Medford Arts Center, medfordarts@aol.com. And we will hope to be able to share with others in our next celebration of words. Thank you again.
Good night.
Good night.